Today we are discussing about some information related to the types of DNA mutation. Now we know that the mutation, it is nothing but it is an change within the sequence of nucleotides within the DNA. Means a sudden change within the sequence of nucleotide which is appeared within the DNA molecule, it is considered to be the mutation. Now this change within the sequence of nucleotide, it is responsible for bringing the change within the morphological characteristics of the organism. Means here it is not the case that each type of the mutation it is responsible for changing the morphological or phenotypic characteristic of the organism, but within certain cases the phenotypic changes these are occurred, then these changes they may be heritable, means they may be passed from one generation to the next generation, because we know that majorly the DNA it is transferred from one generation to the next generation. So if these changes which are occur within the sequence of nucleotide of the DNA, these are constant, so these may be heritable. Now this mutation it can be defined as any heritable change which is occurred within the sequence of nucleotide of the DNA. The organisms with mutation or with the mutated DNA, it is called as the mutant, while the organism which is without any type of the mutation, it is called as the wild type. Now preferentially there are the different types of the mutation, but on the basis of the change within the genotype and the phenotype, there are the two main types of the mutation. The first one it is the point mutation and the second one it is the frame shift mutation. Now the first one it is the point mutation. Now these point mutations, these are occur within the DNA as a result of replacement of the one nucleotide, means there is only change within the single nucleotide base. There is only change within single nucleotide base by the other in the specific nucleotide sequence of the gene. These are considered to be the point mutation. Now this point mutation, these are responsible for bringing the little phenotypic change as compared to that of the other type of the mutation which are considered to be the frame shift mutation. Again there are the two main types or the subtypes. Here we can say that there are the subtypes of the point mutation, that is the transition type of the mutation, and the second one it is the transversion type of mutation. Now in the first case, that is within the transition type of the mutation, it is the type of point mutation which is occur by substitution of one purine base by the another purine base, or substitution by one pyrimidine base by the another pyrimidine. Means simply we call it as whenever there is the substitution of purine base with the another purine or the pyrimidine base with the another pyrimidine, it is called as the transition type of mutation. The second one it is in reverse to that of the transition type of mutation. Within the transversion type of point mutation, there is the substitution of the purine base by the pyrimidine or by pyrimidine base by the purine base. It is called as the transversion type of mutation. Now based on the transcriptional property, as we know that whenever we say that there are the changes within the sequence of DNA, the DNA it is majorly responsible for giving the central dogma for the protein synthesis. The sequence of the DNA which is present, it is get copied in the form of messenger RNA within the transcription process, and then it is get translated in the form of sequence of amino acid during the protein synthesis or translation process. So if there are the alteration within the sequence of nucleotide, it is responsible for altering the sequence of codons which are present on the mRNA. Then it is responsible for may be responsible for altering the sequence of amino acid within the protein molecule which is synthesized during the translation process. So on that transcriptional property, these point mutation, these are of three types, that is the silent mutation, missense mutation, and the nonsense mutation. Now first one it is the silent mutation. Now within the silent mutation, this silent mutation it is also known as the neutral mutation. neutral mutation. During this silent mutation, there is the mutated codon. It codes for the same amino acid. It codes for the same amino acid as the original codon. Now this property, it is due to, we know that there are the specific properties of the genetic code, and for the single amino acid, the single amino acid may be coded by the more than one codon, and due to this degeneracy property of the codon, these silent mutations, these are occur. Means no doubt there is the alteration within the single nucleotide base through the point mutation, but due to this alteration also it is code for the same amino acid, then such type of the mutation, it is called as the silent mutation. This silent mutation, it causes the phenotype of the bacteria remains similar to that of the wild type. Means no doubt the mutation it is occur, but there is no any type of the change within the phenotypic characteristics of that bacteria. So due to that, there means the mutant and the wild type strains both are the same, and due to that these are considered to be the silent, because no any changes, the phenotypic changes, these are not occur. Due to that these are called as the silent or the neutral mutation. Now the second type, it is the missense mutation. Now in this missense type of the mutation, the mutated codon codes the different amino acid other than the original. Means there is the change within the codon, and this codon, altered codon, it code for the another amino acid. Since the new amino acid coded by the mutated codon is altered, the protein formed from it also altered. Means because as the change within the amino acid, there is the change within the sequence of amino acid within the protein molecule. Such protein can be less active or completely inactive. Means within some cases there may be the formation of incomplete protein molecule, or there may be the reduction within the catalytic property of that protein. If the altered amino acid, these are lie on the active site of the protein, then such type of the protein, it become completely non-functional. Means if this alteration it is carried out within the active site of protein molecule, it is responsible for forming the non-functional amino acid. The missense mutation causes the phenotypic changes within the organism. Means whenever we are comparing this missense mutation with the silent mutation, the silent mutation, these are not responsible for showing any phenotypic changes, but here the missense mutation, these may be responsible for forming the non-functional protein. Now the third type, it is the nonsense mutation. Now within this nonsense mutation, whenever there is the mutation, it is occur due to the change within the single nucleotide base. The alteration within the codon, it is responsible for converting a coding codon into the nonsense codon. A sense codon, it is get converted into the nonsense codon. Now we know that there are the 64 different codons, these are present. Out of that 64 codons, the 61 codons, these are code for the 20 amino acid, but the remaining 3 codons, these are not code for the any amino acid. The 3 codons, these are the UAA, UAG and UGA. These 3 codons, these are not code for any amino acid, and these are called as the termination codon, stop codons, or the nonsense codon. So whenever the mutation, it is responsible for converting a sense codon into the nonsense codon, such type of the mutations, these are called as the nonsense mutation. Means if the code, it is the, means whenever certain code it is converted into the nonsense codon, it is considered to be the nonsense mutation. These nonsense mutation, these are responsible for forming the incomplete polypeptide chains, because within the intermediate site there is the occurrence of this termination codons, and due to that there is the incomplete polypeptide synthesis. Means a non-functional protein, it is get synthesized. Means if the code, it is the UAC, this UAC codon, it code for any type of the amino acid, but due to the mutation, if the codon it is changed into the UAG, now this UAG, it is a stop codon. So at that intermediate site there is the termination of protein synthesis, and it is resulted within the incomplete polypeptide chain synthesis, that is the non-functional protein. This nonsense mutation, it bring the greatest change within the phenotype of the organism. Now the another type of the mutations, these are called as the frame shift mutation. Now as compared to that of the point mutation, within this frame shift mutation, there is either addition or the deletion of nucleotides within the sequence of DNA. Means either there is the increase within the number of nucleotides within the DNA molecule, or there is the decrease within the number of nucleotides within the DNA molecule. And whenever there is either addition or the deletion of nucleotides within these DNA molecules, it is responsible for changing the reading frame during the transcription process. Means this sequence of DNA, it is get transcribed in the form of messenger RNA. Whenever it is get transcribed, majorly it is in the form of the codons. It is called as the reading frame, which is get read out during the translation process and get converted into the sequence of amino acid. So there is also alteration within this reading frame. There is the shift within the reading frame due to the either addition or the deletion of nucleotide. Due to that, this type of the mutations, these are called as the frame shift mutation. Now in the mRNA molecule, each codon is represented by the 3 bases without any type of the punctuations. Now whenever there is the insertion or deletion of nucleotides, it changes this entire frame. It is responsible for changing the entire frame. So the frame shift mutation bring the greater phenotypic change as compared to that of the point mutation. The insertion or deletion of 1 or 2 base pair of nucleotide causes the shift within the frame. However, if there is the insertion of or deletion of 3 bases or 3 base pair, majorly this results within the addition of the removal of single amino acid, either the addition or removal of single amino acid from the polypeptide chain. Means there may be the less loss if there is the addition or deletion of 3 base pair, but the much loss it is means the complete reading frame, it is get changed whenever there is either addition or deletion of 1 or 2 nucleotides. Now here it is the example of frame shift mutation. Here the original DNA, it code for an amino acid sequence. That is, here it is the sequence of this, that is the histidine, all of these are the histidine. Then whenever there is the insertion of a single nucleotide, means there is the continuation sequence, it is present within that an extra nucleotide, that is the adenine, it is get added. Due to this, majorly after the 3 amino acid, the complete reading frame, it will get changed, and there is also change within the sequence of amino acid. Means within the original sequence, there is only presence of the histidine amino acid, and when due to the addition of the single nucleotide base, there is instead of histidine, there is the addition of threonine, serine and serine. So it is an frame shift mutation. So here it is the information about the what are the mutations, that is the point mutation and frame shift mutation. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and also share this video with your friends. Thank you.